Hi friends, I am Shifa and the basic idea here is to give you a key concept within the Linux kernel. In this video lecture, we are discussing the topic what is kernel, Linux kernel architecture, what does kernel, kernel.org, process versus threads, process and thread organization, task switching and scheduling, address space, privilege levels, system calls, modules and hot plugging. First, I am just giving you an introduction to the Linux kernel and its architecture and also explaining some key concepts inside the Linux kernel. Now we can look at what a Linux kernel is. Kernel can be thought of as an enhanced machine that abstracts computer on a high level. A kernel that manages resources. And a kernel is a central module of an operating system, and it is the part of the operating system that loads first and it remains in main memory. It can be contrasted with a shell, the outermost part of an operating system that interacts with user commands. Kernel manage your hardware and system resources. Linux kernel is monolithic and it supports dynamic loading of kernel modules, and it also supports SMP. And Linux kernel is preemptive and it has thread support but actually doesn't differentiate between thread and process. Linux kernel is free in every sense of the word. It is the architectural diagram of Linux kernel. It includes applications, services, system call interface, process manager, memory manager, virtual file system, network interface, interprocess communication system, physical file system, input-output interface, and hardware. And the Linux kernel is divided into two space, user space and kernel space as shown in figure. And it is the example diagram of core kernel. Now we can discuss what a Linux kernel does. Linux kernel is responsible for memory management, process and task management, and also disk management. And the kernel connects the system hardware to the application software. So in this particular image you can see that the kernel sits right in between application and your hardware. Therefore, when you as a user gives the command to the kernel to perform a certain task, it's up to the kernel to take care of the complicated stuff that goes on the way a particular hardware supposed to communicate and to accomplish the task can return the results back to the user. Just by doing this abstract these details from the user and make the complex work look simple. So we can say that basically the kernel is like an assistant for you. Next one is kernel.org. The Linux kernel organization is a California public benefit corporation established in 2002 to distribute the Linux kernel and other open source software to the public without charge. Following is the list of some Linux kernel archives. Next one is process versus threads. Process and threads are some important components for Linux kernel. Any application servers or programs that run on your system are processes. And also init is the first process that starts upon boot up, and from an init process there are multiple processes that generates. So basically a process can generate multiple processes, all threads depending on what the functionality that the user wants to implement. And a thread is a single sequential flow of control within a program. Similarity between the two is that both are an independent sequence of execution which are computed in a sequential order. And also the difference between the two is that process run in a separate memory space while threads run in a shared memory space. It is a schematical representation of process and thread organization in kernel. Next, task switching and scheduling. You have multiple processes and threads running concurrently. What's going to happen is that you want someone to run these processes and threads at the right time. The kernel does that for you. It's got a scheduler functionality that switches and schedules the right process at the right time. The kernel makes the wise choice to choose the right process to run at the right CPU. So, that is the other important concept of Linux kernel. Next one is address space. Address space is the another very important concept of Linux kernel. Every process in the system has the impression that it has its own address space. So, if you have two processes or two applications that's running, both of them think that they have the entire system for themselves, and this makes things not similar for the application developer because they don't have to worry about accessing another part of the memory that another application might be accessing that some other application that running concurrently might access. All of this is taken care of by the kernel through this concept of virtual address space. Virtual address space is not related to how much physical RAM is available. Due to this setup, two processes may have the same virtual address but may be mapping to different physical address. And the Linux divides address space into two parts. These are kernel space and user space. Kernel space is the space that only the kernel functions can process can access, and also user space is something that the kernel as well as the user space your user application can access. This division makes shift since all the important functions are taken care of by the kernel. You don't want an hacker to actually pollute your kernel and crash the system. This segregation is very important for security purpose. Next one is privilege levels. This separation of address space into kernel modes and user mode leads to different privilege levels. The key difference is that process running in kernel mode can access kernel space in addition to user space. Whereas when you are running on user mode, you can access only the user space. Usually, when you are using a system, you are running in user mode and not in kernel mode. Only if you have root access to your system, only then can you access your kernel files and modify the way the kernel is supposed to behave. Next important concept of Linux kernel is system calls. The different kinds of system calls are process management, memory management, network stack, device drivers, ARC, virtual file system, buffer cache, signals, directories, files and timer functions. Process management creates and destroy process, and it also manage the communication between different processes and also CPU scheduling. Memory management that manages the physical to virtual memory, and also memory allocation and swapping from memory to hard disk. Next, network stack that implement the network protocol and deliver packets across programs and network interfaces. Device drivers that used to interact with the hardware. It extracts an abstraction of the device functionalities. Next, ARC is the architecture dependent code, and virtual file system that exports the common file interface and also abstract file system functionality from implementation. Next, file system that help for the implementation of file system functionality. Buffer cache, a set of functions to manipulate main memory designed for file system. And other system calls are signals, directories, files, timer functions, etc. The main advantages of system calls are: it makes programming easier through let kernel take care of hardware specific issues, and also it increases system security through let kernel check requested service via system call, and it also provide portability through maintain interface but change functional implementation. Next one is modules and hot plugging. Modules can add functionality to the kernel at runtime. This is a pretty sleek functionality of the Linux kernel. Mainly the kernel modules are piece of codes that loaded and unloaded from kernels on demand at runtime. Hot plugging is adding and removing modules dynamically on certain system changes. For example, USB driver could be a module that can be hot plugged dynamically by the computer when a USB device is detected. In this video, we are discussed about the topic Linux kernel. And Linux kernel is the heart of the operating system that execute with a special hardware permission. And also core kernel provides framework, data structure, support for drivers, modules, subsystem. Thank you.